All right, welcome back. Today we're reading Kindergarten Rocks, written and illustrated by Katie Davis, and we're reading it with permission from Voyager Books. I am Dexter Dugan, and I know everything about kindergarten. This is because I'm actually going to be a kindergartner very soon. Next month, practically. It's next week, Dexter. I'm an expert because my big sister Jessie went there too one time. My dog Rufus is an insy, teensy, binsy bit scared about kindergarten. But Jessie says, you don't have to be scared, Dex. You're going to love it. Jessie went to kindergarten a long time ago. But she still remembers it even though she's going into third grade. So Dexter says, Rufus is scared. I'll get lost on the way to school. But Jessie says, the bus driver knows the way. Don't worry, kindergarten rocks. When Jess went to kindergarten, she wasn't big like she is now. So this is how they've measured how they've grown. And so Jess says, I was a shrimp like you. Just meaning that he was short. She wrote like me and she drew like me, only not as good. I got Jessie to help me make a list of things Rufus was scared about. So they wrote all the things down that Dexter's scared about. I'm not worried though. Kindergarten will be a piece of cake. No problem. I think he looks a little worried. When the bus came the next morning, the driver seemed like he knew what he was doing. So I got on. So this is the conversation between Jess and Dexter. Jess, Rufus is scared I might get lost. You won't. But what if I do? You won't. But what if I forget to make a map and I get lost then? You won't. I might. You won't. But what if I do? I'm not that lucky. So she's just kind of teasing him a little bit. And sometimes siblings tease each other, which is normal and okay. Rufus was still worried, but Jessie had a great idea. See, sometimes even though siblings tease each other, she's going to say something that's very sweet too. So she tells him, so Dexter is talking about how he believes that Rufus is really nervous, but he himself is really nervous. So he's just kind of saying that his dog is scared. And so his sister says, if Rufus gets scared, just give him a hug, and then he'll feel better. So here she's trying to get him into school. When we finally got to school, I couldn't wait to see my classroom. Yeah, so he's really having a lot of worries, which is completely natural. Hi, Dexter. I'm Miss Sugarman. I'm your teacher. There are some kind of good surprises about kindergarten. So there's a kid waving his arms back there. And it turns out, for one thing, my friend Joey from preschool was there. Rufus was so happy to see him, he forgot to worry. We made art and cooked food. Dexter says, I think Rufus wants to lick the spoon. Smashed Play-Doh. I got to write letters, build a gigantic tower, and play in the imagination station and look at books. Then we went to the library. That's where you go if you want to know about snails or soccer, outer space, or shark guts. You can borrow a whole book all about it and keep it practically forever. So I think he's got a nice smile on his face now. At lunch, you get to eat with all your friends in the cafeteria. It's exactly almost like a restaurant. Then he spills his milk, so he says, uh-oh, and all his friends say, oh, you're going to get in trouble. But he doesn't. And there are people called custodians who clean the whole entire school, and they help you even when you spill your milk by accident and you are scared you'll get in trouble. So the custodian says, how about I wipe this up for you? And Dexter says, thank you. After lunch, everyone goes to recess. Joey says you can't get lost playing I'm a monster and you are a powerful monster getter, because if someone's always chasing you, how can you get lost? Makes sense. Hey, wait a second. Where's Rufus? Rufus is gone. Rufus is lost. Why don't you get Jessie to help you find him? Maybe I left him in the cafeteria. So they're retracing his steps where all the places that he's been. Come on, can we check the library? It's down the hall. Let's see if it's on the playground. Rufus is lost. Don't worry, I'm sure he's okay. So she's a really good big sister. Rufus is gone. We couldn't find him anywhere. Wait a second. There he is. He's not lost. He was in the classroom the whole time. He didn't have to take him anywhere. Rufus was so happy to see me. He knew I'd find him the whole time. You're staying home from now on. That's a good choice. So now, another conversation between Dexter and Jessie. Rufus is scared I won't get to go to kindergarten tomorrow. You will. What if I don't? You will. What if I don't remember to wake up early and get ready and get to the bus stop in time? You will. I might not. You will. But what if I don't? I'm not that lucky. This is a very cute relationship these two have. I'm going to learn lots of stuff in kindergarten, but the thing I learned today was kindergarten rocks. And his sister says, I told you so. Oh, and then, this is funny. So he's already asking her, what's first grade like? All right, I hope you enjoyed this book, and I will see you soon.